When one woman grew suspicious of her boyfriend's treatment of her beloved dogs, she decided to secretly film him. But nothing could have prepared her for the sickening footage she'd captured. What she saw was so bad, in fact, that she called off their wedding altogether. And here is. Woman calls off her wedding after she sees a video of her fiancé with their dog. Before we begin, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button for more amazing videos. 26-year-old Nina Mandin might have seemed to be living a good life in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. After all, she shared her home with her two beloved French bulldogs, Victoria and Gucci, and had plans to marry her boyfriend, Rafael Hermida. However, Mandin noticed that something wasn't right in her household. You see, her bulldogs appeared to be scared of her boyfriend. This was despite the fact that in front of her, Hermida had always treated her pets with love and respect. Mandin's suspicions were also heightened when she found a series of injuries on the bodies of both Victoria and Gucci. And when Mandin took the dogs to their vet, the vet could find no obvious cause for the wounds, but things came to a head. That's when both of Mandin's dogs ended up in the hospital, and the concerned owner realized that all was not well. Still, she just couldn't get to the bottom of Victoria and Gucci's injuries. Then she remembered the fear in both of the dogs' faces when they were around Hermida, putting two and two together. The pet owner grew concerned that her boyfriend was mistreating her dogs in some way, so she decided to investigate. At this point, of course, Mandin was unsure whether she was imagining things, so if she was going to get to the bottom of this, she would have to be pretty stealthy. She therefore set up a hidden camera in her apartment and left it running when she was away from home. To get the best chance of finding something then, Mandin let the cameras roll for an entire month. But while Mandin had her suspicions, nothing could have prepared her for the animal abuse she was about to witness. Indeed, the film confirmed her worst fears. Mandin's hidden camera confirmed Hermida was indeed assaulting Victoria and Gucci. For instance, in the harrowing footage, Hermida picks up one of the dogs by the scruff of the neck and slams it onto the ground. In another clip, Hermida sits on the couch holding one dog in his hands. Then, without warning, he headbutts the defenseless animal before throwing it into the air and catching it by its hind legs. From there, he dangles the dog upside down before dropping it from a height onto the floor. Unsurprisingly, the animal appears terrified. Later, Hermida mops up her urine, perhaps in an attempt to hide his cruel actions from Mandin. But little did he know that she was watching his every move. The footage Mandin had captured naturally appalled her, so she decided to name and shame Hermida online. To do so, she posted 2 clips documenting his animal abuse on her Facebook page. The person I welcomed into my house with all the love and affection was able to commit the atrocities you are about to watch, she wrote alongside the footage. I do not have words to describe such cowardice with dogs so pure and helpless and that never did wrong. And while some may have disagreed with Mandin's decision to publicly shame Hermida, she stood by her decision. The only feeling I have is remorse of not having noticed before in order to spare them, she wrote on Facebook. Altogether, more than 1 million people have viewed the 2 videos that Mandin posted online, and many of those viewers were quick to condemn Hermida's actions. Thank God she found out what a monster he is, wrote one. I hope he gets what he deserves. However, that wasn't the only form of punishment Hermida received. After uncovering her boyfriend's true character, Mandin immediately broke up with him. She also ditched their planned wedding and reported him to the police. Before law enforcement could catch up with him, though, Hermida ran away. But while he was gone, the public outcry surrounding Mandin's videos only grew louder. And before long, a number of animal rights organizations were calling for his arrest. In the meantime, Mandin got to work trying to piece her life back together. She explained to the Brazilian news network Globo Extra. Later, Mandin took to Instagram to thank her followers for their support. Despite everything they'd been through, though, it seemingly didn't take long for Victoria and Gucci to overcome their traumas. Now that Hermida had left, Mandan said the dogs were more peaceful and sleeping better. And thanks to their owner's intuition, they'll never have to live in fear again.